We live. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, Twitter. Hopefully you guys are having a fantastic morning. 38 Wheels, good to see you. This is Buy the Dip. Are we going into the next banking crisis? Is that what we're looking at? Let's dive into it. Let's dive into it and see what we got. Let's get some jams on. All right, we got jams going. We're in good shape. We're in good shape, boys. Get these, let's get our screens fixed up here. Say good morning to everybody. Hope you guys are having a great, fabulous day. Mike's looking good. Screen's looking good. Bitcoin's down to 27,800. Looks like I should have kept those shorts in yesterday, huh? I just need some headphones. I need some jams in my life. Yeah, let's get these music. Let's get the music playing. Craig Andrews, good to see you, man. How we doing on this fabulous? What is today? Monday morning. May 8th, coming at you live from the south side of Detroit City, the slums. The shithole that is Detroit. I'm watching all these other cities fall apart. I watch the news and I never see Detroit on there anymore. And I'm like, now you guys know how Detroit's looked for the last 20, 30 years. Welcome to the slums. Justin Trudeau in the house. Good to see you, man. Just got the bot. You got a bot set up, Justin? Attaboy. 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 Let's take a look and see how our bots are doing. I'm not a huge fan of this new bot I got set up. I'm going to tell you what. I don't think I am anyways. I'm going to turn it on today. I'm going to be up a ton of money. I'm like, yeah, I love this bot. If I'm not up money this time, I need to turn this bot off. Very possible that I'm down money. Yeah, this thing's got to get turned off. This thing has to be set up wrong. See, these things can't lose money. But it still says somehow I'm down $1.86. Which should never happen. And I think that's because of the fees over here on... I think the fees on Poloniex are just too high for this thing. That is my main conclusion. That the fees are just too high on Poloniex to run this bot. Because somehow it's made all these trades and it's down $1.68, which just doesn't make sense. No, I didn't short Peppy. I was trying to short Peppy, unless I don't know I didn't short it. No. I tried to. If only. If only, my friends, if only. I wish I did, man. I was trying, Craig. I had my limit set all the way up to like 5.7 or something like that. Then I didn't get him in. How you guys feeling about this banking crisis that's about to take place? So Comerica said in pre-hours, Comerica is supposed to open up. First Horizon's supposed to open up. Dutchess Bank's supposed to be about even. Bank of America's looking even. PNC is supposed to open up. PacWest Bancorp. She bankrupt. I don't know how she's going to open up. It looks like the Fed's gonna inject some liquidity into the market, boys and girls. Home Street's gonna open up a little bit up. Looks like all banks are calling for a little bit of a push up this morning. Embassy, which is D for delayed quotes by 15 minutes. First Interest Bank Corp's gonna open up. Zion Bank's looking like it's gonna open up. Oh boy. SQF, Sequena, Community First Bank, First Foundation's gonna open up. Pinnacle Banks looks like it's even, or I don't have a signal. Southern First, I don't have a signal. Huntington Bank Share, they're supposed to open up. And UBS or US Bancorp is gonna open up. D's nuts, what up, buddy? D's up. Kadena at 83 cents. Let's go. 98% discount. Is it really? Wow. And is KDA on MEX exchange? Tori says, I need to start a YouTube channel or an OnlyFans. I haven't decided yet. Do both, Tori. Do both, man. Sell some feet pics on OnlyFans. Or sell whatever you want. I don't really care. KDA all the way down to 82 cents. Yowzers. So every time it's been down here, it's been one hell of a rally back to the upside. But every time I say that, you know, this is the time up here where I'm like, yeah, guys, like every time we come down to this dollar range, we came down to this range 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, almost 6 times, and 7 times. And then it was this 8th time. I'm like, oh, guys, every time we come down to this range at $1.43, we never break it. It's always 50, 60% to the upside. And then as I'm DCAing long all the way down, then I think I got liquidated down here at like 85 cents. That was about how that one went, y'all. So when we're sitting down here at 83 cents and I see I hit it once, twice, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it this time. I'm not buying it. Nope, not falling for that one. I'm going to wait. And I'm going to wait. It's going to rally up. Good to see you again, Joker's Wild. LWKI, what up, buddy? D-Man in the house, man. Get your MACD hat on, Matta. Yeah, let's see what the MACD is saying. Let's see what the good old Mackie D is saying. Oh, MACD strategy. There she is. That ain't the MACD I wanted. That ain't the MACD I wanted. MACD. MACD, which one do I want here? I don't even know what MACD I want. Didn't they just have a simple MACD? Yeah, there she is. There she is. MACD on a daily. Yeah, we ain't crossing on the MACD yet, so I'm not on the daily anyways on Kadena. Take a look at Bitcoin. Oh, wow, that MACD cross up there called the top pretty damn well. Damn, kind of called the not at the bottom there, but I mean, you would have got in at a decent place if you would have played that MACD cross there. Yeah, probably would have been all right there too. There you would have got smoked. You got rocked on this little one right here. But MACD is still bearish on Bitcoin, but it looks like it does look like it's turning. I mean, I don't know, man. We saw this. We just got this golden cross, so I don't know how specific that is. And I always make fun of the people that they're like, oh, the MACD crossed over this and that. Sure as shit. Sure as shit, y'all. Chilly down here. Chilly down here. I feel like I got so much light in here. That's a little bit better. That's a little bit better. Bargain Basement Mondays. Price floor dip this weekend. Looks like a good day to buy. Good morning, Mr. K. Happy. Man, Mr. K, did you see that A. Jones video I posted on Twitter? If you guys didn't see let's see, I'll pin it to the top for you. If you guys didn't see what I just posted over there, that nothing will make you more ticked off about what's going on than watching this video I have pinned at the top up here. If you haven't seen this yet, and you know what happened in Texas yesterday, go watch this video. Gaggets, I'm using Poloniex right now for my bots because it's one of I couldn't use MEXC to connect. But I'm somehow losing money. Not a lot, right? And it could be because maybe I've bought so many times coming down. But I've still been trading like I should be up money. I don't know how I'm negative $1.68. And I don't know if that's because their fees over here are literally 0.2. So I don't know. I don't understand how this is working or how this is taking profits or how this is. I don't know if my grids are too tight over here. But I'm in a bad position now because I bought. Because I bought. Well, I guess I sold. So I don't know how much. Let's see. What's my base currency? Yeah, I think I started with like 4 or 5 G's in my base currency. I think I started with 8 G's in my base currency. So now I have 0.059 BTC. So I have 0.6 Bitcoin over here. But I only have $101,189 in USDT left. So it's definitely been buying the dip all the way down. Which isn't a bad thing. It's a bad thing if Bitcoin free falls off a cliff, but I don't really see that happening. Good though, very possible. Oh yeah, I got some trades open too. I just don't think I have my VPN on. I don't think I have my VPN on. Yeah, I know I don't have I don't think I do anyways. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Watch that video. Tell me what you guys think. That shit'll piss you off. Patriots, we go all the way with this one. I goofed up my first Bitcoin inscription of BMXP. I wanted a quantity of 2, each being 420. What I made was an inscription with the amount of 2 instead of 840. Totally my fault, but learning experience. 100K Satoshi learning experience. I don't know what that means. US bullish E-Money says US banks suck 100%. Yeah, we're in trouble, y'all. Man, KDA is trending like crazy right now. Kadena's been trending all weekend. Kadena's been trending all weekend, and I don't see it moving. That's scary. How many subscribers they got now? Baller's got 305K, so not going up too fast, not going up too slow. Promotion to Chief Experience Officer. What does that mean? We are thrilled to announce today Randy Mick promotion to Chief Experience Officer. As CXO, Randy will lead the development and execution of strategies to provide exceptional user and develop experiences for all Kadena products and services. It is a joy and with honor to work with and learn from Randy. Congratulations on your well-deserved promotion. We are thrilled to announce. This one's supposed to be big. May 10th. So that's on Wednesday at 4 p.m. Oh, I got my little man, so I won't be here for that one, or I'll stream it with y'all. Double trending on Twitter? What's double? Oh, wow. Yeah, it is. Kadena and KDA is trending. John Wick, they got the whole team tweeting out. Pay the developers some gas, and you'll fuel their project for days. Tech developers to integrate Kadena's gas stations, and you'll power their dApps for a lifetime. Are you ready to ditch transaction fees with gas stations on Kadena? Prepare for gasless koala transactions. Wow. The workshop sessions continue today. Session about the Kadena blockchain with JavaScript for about 2 hours. We'll dive into the world of Kadena JS packed, and we'll explore possible ways to build on top of Kadena. It begins, boys. It frickin' begins. Oh, yeah. We won't be working much longer. We won't be working much longer. Gonna be on a gosh damn beach somewhere, sipping Mai Tais, watching the world burn down from my yacht off the coast of a land that once upon a time called the United States of America. KDA talks. Gosh damn it, I feel like I need to buy some Kadena. Oh shit. Yeah, so I got let me get you the links for it. Yeah, I don't think that Poloniex is the way to do it for the bots, guys. Sorry. And I can't set them up on MEX Exchange, and I won't really use them on. Man, I hope Bitsgap integrates with MEXC. Because MEXC is definitely the exchange to go to. You know, now that we can't use Bybit, MEX is this. If you're gonna trade crypto, I'd probably be on MEXC exchange. They just wouldn't integrate with my bots. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna try it out, see how it goes. I got some bots running. I got 2 bots running. I got the Bitsgap bots running on Poloniex, and then I got the actual Bitsgap. No way. The Walker through says I think Ledger is giving support to Kadena. So yeah, I would probably use MEXC exchange to trade. If I was gonna, I'm gonna probably send some money over there just to trade on it. Man, it pisses me off. Oh, my Twitter self says shots by Meta. Does it at least go to the right one? Nope. Goes to the wrong one. I should probably fix that. Bolt Ron. Man, I went on Ash in America's show last night, and I didn't hold back, y'all. It was a wild show. It was scary. She's like, if you want to see how scary last night's show was, or terrifying, she's like, come join us. This is the result of gun control. Mass shootings became mass genocide. Never ever let the government take your guns away. A government that tries to disarm the people it serves is not a friend. Wow, that's scary shit. I started growing microgreens and I'm loving it. That is all. Ah, Mr. K says that was a great show. Thanks. IRS agents coming door to door armed, no doubt. I'm team. How do you pronounce it? Oh. Steve Krish says, when I first saw this, I thought it was a joke. I was wrong. Wow, just wow. Chelsea Clinton, it's time to force jab everyone. Unvaccinated children must be forced to take the mRNA jab without parental consent. A Hispanic white supremacist killed white people. You all caught up with this one, with the news? Yeah. Do you believe cartels and gang members are being hired to cause havoc in the United States? Yes, sir. Breaking, exposed giant Twitter account, Patriot Takes, employed by Hillary Clinton, funded by Soros, ties to Lemonette Group, an innocent FBI agent caught in the middle. Amy Wills Gray. Because, of course, a foreign invasion. Look at all these people coming across the border, baby. Coming to a strip mall near you. Thanks, Joe Biden. Ukraine gets bailed out. Banks get bailed out. Illegal aliens get bailed out. And American taxpayers get effed. I woke up and chose. If you don't have impeachment proceedings prepared for Biden this Wednesday, and that is part of what you're planning on exposing, then you're telling us, the American people, what we already know. Talk is cheap. Bring it, and we'll stand behind the GOP to get this done. And while you're at it, talk is cheap. Bring it, and we'll stand behind the GOP to get this done. At Rep James Comer, at Chuck's Grassley. And while you're at it, close our damn border. Comer and Grassley will be holding a press conference on Wednesday. Comer just sent a message to the DOJ. Do not indict Hunter Biden before Wednesday. We know exactly what the family was doing. Wednesday will be a very big day for the American people. Let's effing go. Mr. Flynn, you spelled Chuck Grassley wrong. Chuck Gasly. That's funny. That is funny. I stand with General Flynn. I don't know about you. Man, it's crazy watching Newsmax. I watched it with my dad last night. He's never watched that, right? He's always been a Fox native. Full-on tyranny in America. 24 straight minutes of Democrats denying elections. Oh, that's beautiful. That is a beautiful thing. White supremacist, by the way. Chelsea Clinton, it's time to force jab every unvaccinated child in America. It's official. Syria has rejoined the Arab League despite the war to overthrow its government. This is a blow to the US and UK, who failed to isolate Syria's post-victory. The Arab League's decision also rebukes Washington and Europe's attempts to blackmail and dictating terms. Dictating terms. Is this another sign of declining US and Euro neo-colonial influence in the region? I think so. Is that Jeb Bush over there? Or is that Ron DeSantis? DeSantis goes to Israel. Syria pulls out of the Middle East. In the mainstream news, calling Mexican gay members a white supremacist. Yep. This Sunday, pray to end abortion in America. Ron DeSantis, it's not healthcare to cut off the private parts of a child. That is mutilation. We are standing up against that. Ron DeSantis comes out against circumcision. Ooh, so if that's floating around your bloodstream, carbon monoxide. Test your medicine Gref, if they could present in fluoxetine capsules, if they get caught with this in your... What the hell did we just watch? I'm like afraid to play it on YouTube.
Phenoxide is coming along.
Yeah, afraid to play that one on YouTube. We'll just retweet it so you guys can go watch it. Tell me how it says. Tell me what it says. What's up, peeps? UFO Nut, good to see you, man. Oh man, DVS throwing down out there. Good morning to everyone except Keith Oberman. So happy for she will be such an inspiration for so many women. Let's see what we got over here. BitBoy's trending. Kadena's trending. The liberals are trending. Klaus Schwab's trending. Peppy AI. Peppy AI. Warren Buffett's trending. Nazism. Coinbase is trending. Glutsberry, ABC News. Joe Rogan. The lack of transparency in the prescriptions of cholesterol-lowering statins, drugs in relation to the side effects and public health scandals. There are solutions to making medicine great again. So let's fight big pharma manipulation together. I agree. I agree, man. I agree. UFO, it's not real. Crypto military, good to see you, man. We got about 30 minutes before banks open. So we're just hanging out, waiting for the banks to open. Bitcoin's hanging in there barely. We got the golden cross on Bitcoin, so we're putting a lot of faith in this. We got people wrecked so hard on these beams he was calling. Did he really? Kerry Lake says 760K illegal immigrants are sitting waiting to cross the border till the 11th to cross. Oh my gosh, this is crazy, y'all. I want to go down to the border and report. You know, stay out of malls, guys. Keep your family out of malls for the next couple of weeks. Again, go read the post that I just pinned over on Twitter. Keep your family out of malls everywhere. Out of big public gatherings. Keep them home. Keep them safe. I'll be right back. 9 a.m., baby. And we going down. Good morning, Rick. Oh, shit. Good shit, man. Good shit. Going down, boys. We going down. KDA hopefully will be supported on Ledger soon. That would be sweet, man. I'll go out and buy a Ledger the second it is. I would instantly go out and buy one. And I'm out of coffee, man. Knew I went in there to do something else. Stay out of big cities and public gatherings, y'all. Stay out of Tennessee. Stay out of, I mean, obviously Texas is going to get hit now because of exactly what's going on. But we'll see, baby. We'll see. How we looking on pre-markets? So Dow's about set to open up plus 81 basis points. S&P 6 basis points. Nasdaq's down 20 basis points. Russell is up 0.68. Let's take a look at world markets. Japan closed down 71 basis points. Hong Kong was up 1.24. Germany down 0.8. Shanghai up plus 1.8. So foreign markets had a really good day. Bronx, New York in the house. Yo, what up? How do I say that?
https://studio Virgilio Clementi.
Virgilio, good to see you, man. Bronx in the house. Virgilio. I like that name. That's a sweet name, man. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the party. Sitting here waiting for the next banking collapse. United States debt clock running up at an all-time high. $31.73 trillion in debt. The U.S. government is making record income this year while American families are suffering. Banks are collapsing. You're about to lose your 401k, your life savings, your pension, and everything to the Chinese Communist Party, who worked with big business and big tech to suck every last penny out of this economy. My name is Ryan Maddow. Welcome to the swamp, reporting live from Detroit City, home of the enslaved, land of the broke, land of the indebted Americans. Our government needs to make our government needs to tax every American citizen roughly $559,000 over their lifetime just to pay off the current unfunded liabilities and debt within our system. Good to see you, man. Household assets also breaking record to all-time highs. U.S.'s total national assets. So if we sold every piece of property in the United States and everything worth any value whatsoever, we might be able to pay off our unfunded liabilities and still come out with a couple billion. Or we could just freeze BlackRock's assets, freeze several of the largest corporations in the United States, pay off all of our debt, go after the cartels, take over all the cartels, take all their money, pay off all of our debt. We could probably be in pretty good shape. $90K for every man, woman, and child in America. It's crazy. That is wild. So this is per citizen. This is debt per taxpayer. Debt per citizen. So it's 94,000 for every man, woman, and child. 94.75K. Yeah, you're right on that. But we're talking about kids that aren't paying taxes. So if the parents had to pay it all, if just the adults had to pay it all, it'd be 247,000 per taxpayer just to pay off this national debt. Now, if we want to talk about, that's just our national debt. That doesn't include what we need to pay out in Social Security, Medicaid, and all unfunded liabilities would be 187 million. That's down here at the bottom right. So that's roughly 559,000 per citizen. Welcome to Joe Biden America, folks. It's not going to get any better anytime soon, unless the Biden administration is in handcuffs on Wednesday. Did you guys see that? You guys see that video yet? Man, I'm so pissed. I got so many videos that I want to upload, but I can't upload them all because of my son maxed out my credit cards and spent $4,000 on Roblox last week. So I have to get new cards sent to me. Check this one out.
My message to the Department of Justice is very loud and clear. Do not indict Hunter Biden before Wednesday when you have the opportunity to see the evidence that the House Oversight Committee will produce with respect to the web of LLCs, with respect to the number of adversarial countries that this family influence peddled in. This is not just about the president's son. This is about the entire Biden family, including the president of the United States. So we believe there are a whole lot of accounts that the IRS and the DOJ don't know about because we don't believe they've done a whole lot of digging in this. And we have. We've spent the past 100 days poring over bank documents. I've used subpoena power to get these bank documents. We've been meeting with former associates of the Bidens in their different influence peddling schemes. We've been meeting with whistleblowers. We know exactly what this family was doing. And by all accounts from the media reports that we're getting, what they're looking at charging Hunter Biden on is a slap on the wrist. It's a drop in the bucket. So Wednesday will be a very big day for the American people in getting the facts presented to them so that they can know the truth. And then the Department of Justice can finally do what they should have done years ago.
What?
Well, obviously, the president's son's committed many crimes. I mean, you're looking at potential money laundering. Jonathan Turley comes on Fox all the time and talks about he was essentially a foreign agent for countries like China. He's an unregistered foreign agent. Those are serious crimes. You've got the possible racketeering. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. And again, Maria, it's not just the president's son. And we don't believe these countries were paying the Biden family for nothing. We believe they were getting a return on their investment, and the return on the investment would have been policy decisions for then Vice President Joe Biden and current President Joe Biden.
Woo! Did anybody not hear that one yet? I'm sure everybody in our squad already heard that one, but Wednesday's supposed to be a big day. So again, warning that these cartels are trying to create chaos in the United States right now. There's rumors that the most recent shooting in Texas, that the cartels are kidnapping, I guess migrants trying to cross the border, gang members. They're kidnapping their families, and they're saying if they don't go into the USA and go into these malls and shoot and do whatever, that they'll kill their families. So there's a lot going on right now. So be careful. They're saying stay out of the malls, stay out of public places. You know, I would go to your local stores, your really small local stores, and go shopping. Stay out of big shopping centers. Yeah, it's just scary times we're living in, guys. Very, very scary times that we're living in. Let's jump over and take a look at Gateway Pundit and see what breaking news stories we got this morning. Got 21 minutes before markets open. Again, it's looking like we're going to have a little bit of a rally this morning. So far, so decent. Yeah, I mean, it's looking like all markets are going to move up today, but, you know, it always does right before they collapse. Let's jump over to Gateway Pundit and see what Gateway Pundit's reporting on right now. Megyn Kelly unveils the devastating new nickname for Fox News amid network's downfall due to ousting Tucker Carlson. With both Bud Light and Fox News catering in epic fashion right before your eyes, it is a fair question. Which one is in worse shape? Thanks to Megyn Kelly and her fans, however, conservatives do not have to choose. They can make both failures one and the same with a new nickname, Foxwiser. That's a good one, folks. Foxwiser. Sorry, I had you on the wrong screen there. Foxwiser. Kelly shared this. My audience is calling them Foxwiser. Let's retweet that one. Foxwiser. I dig that. Oh man, LFA is going to be a good show today. We're going to be going into global warming today on LFA TV. Maybe some of these breaking news stories as well. Killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Texas state law enforcement identified shooter responsible for killing 8 people as an alien premium mail-in alien in Texas. Texas state law enforcement identifies shooter responsible for killing 8 people at Allen Premium Mall in Allen, Texas. Texas State Police have officially identified the man who is responsible for slaughtering at least 8 innocent people in Texas, according to Fox News. The outlet obtained police records showing that the suspect is 33-year-old Marquise Martinez Garcia of Dallas, Texas. It is unknown at this point whether or not Garcia is a legal resident of the United States at this point. Garcia reportedly lives with his parents. According to Fox News, FBI agents joined police Sunday morning and were reportedly speaking with the family inside the home. A translator was reportedly requested by the family. The Gateway Pundit previously reported that at least 9 people are dead or have died, including the shooter Saturday, following a mass shooting at the Allen Premium Outlet Mall in Allen, Texas. The mall went on lockdown and law enforcement was immediately on the scene. The Allen Police Department had arrived on site as reported by the Collin County Sheriff's Office. This is absolutely disgusting. I don't have anything from today? Really? Wow. It's 9 a.m. and they haven't wrote anything today? Okay, here we go. Radical leftist Katie Hobbs said Gavin Newsom has done good things on homeless. Twitter users react. California is a literal shithole. Corrupt mayor County Kopi supervisor Bill Gates says he's suffering from PTSD, crying over election criticism. Compares himself to World War II veterans. What a loser. Fox Corp demands Dominion look into leaks of Tucker's text. Claims 708 women still may be at stake. Oh, wow. So BlackRock's demanding that BlackRock look into Tucker's leaks. The United States gets a major black eye in the Middle East. The Arab League left the Middle East. Yeah, we saw that. Covered this one. White liberals in New York prevent black man from exiting subway train to go to work. Rep. Nancy Mace, we're going to have a press conference on Wednesday morning to reveal more evidence against the Bidens. Sounds right up my alley. Rep. Nancy Mace, we're going to have a press conference on Sunday night. Rep. Nancy Mace joined Trey Gowdy on Fox News to discuss the involving Biden crime family financial scandal. During her interview, Rep. Mace announced that Republicans will release more evidence against the Bidens on Wednesday during the 9 a.m. press conference. We are going to have a press conference on Wednesday morning at 9 a.m. to reveal more evidence that we found suspicious activity reports on the bank records. And meanwhile, we have subpoenas that are mentioned earlier this week. Let's go. Let's go. That's awesome. Hold on, I gotta test my boss really quick. Yeah, I definitely want to have some special coverage on LFA TV, so. Rep. Nancy Mace, we're going to have a press conference on Wednesday morning at 9 a.m. to reveal more evidence that we found suspicious activity reports and bank records. And meanwhile, we have the subpoenas that you mentioned earlier in the show. There's also a deadline on Wednesday from the documents that we're looking at from the FBI. This is very troubling. For years now, you have said, Trey, the left says that no one is above the law. We put your money where your mouth is. Well, put your money where your mouth is.
And that's what he just did. Right. Imagine if that president were Republican, right? When Watergate happened, it was the press that was doing all the investigation. But I will tell you, with Jamie Comer at the helm of the Oversight Committee, if the Department of Justice and the FBI will not do their job, we will do their job for them. Because if you're willing to sell your country for cash, you should not be president. And ultimately, at the end of the day, what our investigation is looking into is that very fact. And we're going to have a press conference on Wednesday morning at 9 a.m. to reveal more evidence that we found from suspicious activity reports and bank records. And meanwhile, of course, we have the subpoena that you mentioned earlier in the show. There's also a deadline on Wednesday for that document that we're looking for from the FBI. But this is very troubling because for years now, as you said, Trey, the left, says that no one is above the law. Well, put your money where your mouth is, and let's see where this investigation goes.
All right, Congresswoman, politics is partly about expectations. What's a realistic expectation? I mean, you can't indict, you can't prosecute, and you don't have the Senate or the executive branch. What's a realistic expectation for what the Oversight Committee can do?
Well, if the evidence leads us there, then a referral to the Department of Justice would be the right next step, because this won't end if somebody has broken the law and their last name is Biden. This doesn't end until justice is served.
All right. Republicans control the appropriations process. You mentioned subpoenas and deadlines. It is hard to get people's attention in D.C. unless you use money to do it. Do you think House appropriators are willing to assist your committee in making sure you gain access to all the information you need to do your job?
I hope that every single Republican and maybe a few Democrats will do the work necessary to hold those who've broken the law accountable, particularly if they're in the highest office of the land. If a former president can be investigated, so too can a current president be investigated. And we want to make sure that we follow the facts, that we're not making up anything, that we follow the facts. And I'll tell you, the first time, Trey, that I read those suspicious activity reports, and there were many, just for 2 Biden members, there were over 170. I was called and labeled a conspiracy theorist. As you know, I like to call the balls and strikes against both sides of the aisle, and I've done that through this investigation as well, and we'll continue to do that. We'll go wherever the evidence leads us.
You know, Congresswoman, we're going to end on a sour note, which is the D.C. media. Of all the headwinds that I faced when I was there, it actually wasn't the Democrats. It was the D.C. media. You started off by pointing out the media used to investigate both sides. Do you sense the D.C. media is at all curious about whether or not Hunter Biden will be charged or whether or not Vice President Biden did anything wrong? I mean, any curiosity at all?
It sure doesn't feel like it. And when the Democrats, led by Blinken and others, led conspiracy theories against the former president, against Republicans, they took it hook, line, and sinker. And yet we're out here trying to follow the facts and do this investigation. We would love some help from the mainstream media to prove what is going on here and what's not. It's black and white in the documents.
Yeah, you know, President Obama prejudged 2 investigations. Joe Biden just prejudged an investigation involving his own son. I swear it would be very different if a Republican did it. But we will end on a happy note.
We will. So much for that happy note. Yikes. You know, like, how much longer are we going to sit by and let these terrorists, destroy our country? There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We're so sick of getting berated by the fake news media and called conspiracy theorists and told that we don't have any proof, we don't have any evidence, while the deep state does everything in their humanly power possible to prevent us. Woo-hoo-hoo! Who got longs in? Who got them Bitcoin longs in? Look at that rally. That's normally not a good sign, folks. That's normally not a good sign at all. Bitcoin just ran up literally over 1% in 15 minutes. And it doesn't look like it's slowing down anytime soon. Who got them longs in? Brandon, so we're going to be going over more of it on LFA TV today, because I can't really say what I want to say over here. But if you guys aren't following me on Twitter, go watch the pinned video at the top of my channel. You'll get a good idea of what's happening and what people are saying about the Texas shooting, who is involved with it, who helped orchestrate it, how it's possible that it's happening. Fed's balance sheet is still lowering somehow. Like, it doesn't make sense, right? In order to bail out Silicon Valley Bank, you know, the Fed had to inject about $400 billion back into the market. It took us a year to take out $700 billion. In about a week and a half, 2 weeks, they injected $400 billion back into the market. So they're doing quantitative easing while at the same time, they're doing quantitative tightening while raising interest rates, while at the same time doing backdoor QE, where they're injecting capital back into the market while still trying to do QT at the same time. And then on top of that, if we talk about bank stocks, geez, Pete, don't even get me started on bank stocks. They're in bad shape. But they're all scheduled to open up. Now, that could be a farce. That could be some BS, but we'll know in about 9 minutes. So it's going to be a big day for the markets. Even big name banks like Comerica Bank is getting rocked right now. Comerica Bank down 72.59% from its all-time high, or it was. Now it's up a little bit, but not much. Comerica Bank, I mean, these are huge banks. These are big name banks. First Horizon is down 63%. Let me move this down a little bit. Move my MACD down. Dutchess Bank is down 56%. Bank of America stock is down 35%. PNC Financial, big name bank, 51%. I mean, your bank's down 50%. I mean, imagine getting margin called. And you guys know how it is in crypto. When we go into borrowing and lending protocols, you know, when you're taking out margin, you're borrowing against assets. When your asset depreciates by 50%, you start getting margin called. And that starts cascading down to the landslide. PacWest Bank Corp. I mean, we're talking about all these other banks. Like, how does the bank go down 95% and you're not bankrupt, right? Quantitative taxpayer screwing, exactly. Western Alliance Bank is down 93.74%. PacWest Bank Corp's down 94%. And these are banks you haven't even really seen the mainstream media talking about too much. Metropolitan Bank down 88% or 87.95%. HMT Bank down 91 point. Home Street Bank down 91.28%. Don't even see anybody talking about Home Street Bank. So imagine, I mean, even if these banks are small banks and you're talking about, you know, 5, 10, 20, 50 billion. I don't know how many billion these banks are worth, but I'm sure a lot. Considering every bank has massive amounts of debt, 91.28% on Home Street. Let's see what else we got. We got KeyCorp Bank down 67.89%. Got Old Point Financial Corporation Bank down 51%. We got First Republican Bank down 94.6%. Frozen, you know, that one's already went completely bankrupt. So let's move that one down to the she gone pile. What else we got? Yeah, we're just getting started. How about Embassy Bank Corp down 41.68%? Hey, it doesn't matter what bank you have me pull up, it's down a lot. First Internet Bank Corp down 80.1%. Zion Bank down 75.19%. Your bank's down 75%. You best be getting your money out of it. I think it's down 40%. You run and get your money out of that bank. Don't go to Chase Bank. Don't go to one of these banking corporations. I mean, you gotta have a bank. You know, I would assume I would use maybe even Apple Bank, or, you know, who knows, one of these other corporations. I wouldn't use Apple Bank because I can't stand Apple. I despise them now. Sequena Bank is a big one. A lot of corruption surrounding this bank as well, and it was down 63.73%. FFW, First Foundation Inc. is down 86.46%. PNC, Pinnacle Bank is probably one of the better ones. It looks like only down 38.38%. Southern First Bancorp is down 68%, 67.89%. Huntington Bank, which is one my mom uses. This is a Michigan-based bank as well. I don't know where else it is located, but she's down 64.67% from its all-time high. Republican First Bank is down 94%. And that wouldn't cover it already. And USB Bancorp or US Bancorp is down 56.57 from its all-time high. Yeah, Brandon says, I'm kind of worried about banks doing bail-ins. Annette, good to see you. Who else we got in here? We got Annette. Brandon F., good to see you, man. Virgilio, very hard to repair all of what has happened. It's a shame. All of the power, etc. We the people vote after our vote. We the people vote after our vote. It's beyond our control. Stay alert. Thank you for your platform, Mr. Meta. Virgilio, thank you, man. Blackbirds, good to see you. Happy Monday, everybody. Got 5 minutes. 5 minutes till game time, folks. 5 minutes till game time. Let's see what else we got over here on the breaking news cycle. Man, we're going hard into exposing all of the people that are connected to the Chinese Communist Party within our own government. Senators, what's her name? What's that girl's name? Let me pull up my my recent history here. Oh no, I got it over in Signal. Give me 1 second.
Thank you, Chairman.
So Grace Meng, the Asian American senator, screaming out over here in Congress. Guess where she was raising funding at? You could guess anywhere. Where do you think she was raising funding at? Senator, if I'm not mistaken.
Fujian American.
So always remember that this is the CCP at work, not the Chinese people who wish to be free. Shame on CCP running dogs. Bombshell report emerges revealing Democrat Congresswoman Grace Meng held a fundraiser at the secret CCP police station in NYC prior to its investigation and subsequent closure. Media dead silent. Why are Dems working so close with the CCP? So Congresswoman, not Senator, Congresswoman Grace Meng over here lecturing us and lecturing everybody. This was her video complaining about how the CCP, how Trump calling it the China virus was racist and was putting Asian Americans' lives in jeopardy, and how the Trump's policies to investigate the Chinese Communist Party police stations operating in our country was racist and it needed to be dismantled. It's disgusting, is it not? Absolutely disgusting what we've allowed these terrorists to do to our country. And their days are coming. Their days are coming down. Here's Jed Johnson. This guy's connected to setting up Miles Guo. He's the fourth United States Secretary of Homeland Security in office from 2013 to 2017 during Barack Obama deputy Alexander Mayorkas, preceded by Janet Napolitano, and succeeded by John Francis Kelly. Then he was general counsel to the Defense Department in office from February 10th of 2009, December 31st of 2012 under Barack Obama. The people that he's proceeded by: general counsel in Air Force, 1998 to 2001 for Bill Clinton. You can see that these guys are just lifelong career politicians. This is the swamp at its finest. This is Jeh Johnson. Bad guy too. All roads lead back to Beijing. George Soros affirms commitment to justice for Guo. George Santos affirms commitment to justice for, I thought it said George Soros. On Friday, April 5th, during a campaign stop, Republican Congressman George Santos visited the Darlington Mansion in New Jersey, which serves as the headquarters of the new federal state of China, a social movement funded by Miles Guo. Guo is currently being detained without bail ahead of a trial in New York, which is virtually unprecedented in a state which such lacks bail laws. When it comes to the CCP infiltration of U.S. society, Congress has had all eyes on TikTok and none on the CCP infiltrating of our courts, media, and more. Following years of warning that the CCP had set up their own police stations on USA soil to monitor American citizens and Chinese dissidents, recent arrest in New York confirmed it. Dozens of officers of China's National Police Force were charged in connection to running an elite task force called the 912 Special Group. The 912 Group is named after September 12th, the day that Guo filed for asylum in the U.S. after fleeing CCP protection. Santos is the first member of Congress to give Persecution of Guo, the public enemy number one of the CCP, the attention it deserves. Santos told captive audience on NFSC supporters that he'd be releasing a comprehensive and aggressive plan to tackle the CCP within the next few weeks, and that it would specifically be to advocate for fair justice systems and trial for Guo. Santos called into question how it was that the 2 CCP officers arrested for allegedly running a secret police station were released the same day without bail when Guo is still behind bars. Prosecutors have argued that Guo would be a flight risk, but Santos rightly points out the CCP officers would be even more of a flight risk. So it makes no sense that they would let them out on bail but not Guo. The contradictory treatment only makes sense in light of extensive CCP web of influence that has affected our courts. Through his advocacy for Guo, Santos also draws attention to the wider issues at stake regarding the CCP's plans for world domination. Santos highlighted the CCP's systemic human rights violations, including its persecution of religious and ethnic minorities, suppression of freedom of expression, and its aggressive exploitations of police. By shedding light on these abuses, Santos brings the plight of countless individuals suffering under the CCP operatives' rule to the forefront of discussion. I've done a lot of soul searching, and I will not stop until Guo is free and he's given a trial. And I will not stop until the CCP is eradicated from this planet, Santos said. These are the commitments I make every American, that if you care for freedom, this is an issue I care about, because the true goal of the CCP is world domination. That's not a conspiracy theory, that's a fact. He added before mentioning the CCP crimes against Taiwan and Hong Kong. There is a day where the whole world will come to rescue you, and I will free you, even if it's the last thing I do in Congress, and we'll work together to free everybody from this oppression, everyone from the CCP, and we will take down President Xi and hold him accountable for his crimes against humanity and all crimes against humanity. While most members of Congress are happy to talk about China, then do nothing, Santos has emerged as someone willing to talk and walk the talk. As the only member of Congress actively advocating for Guo's cause, Santos demonstrates an exceptional commitment to defending human rights and democracy both within our borders and our global scale. His unwavering support for Guo represents a refreshing departure from the often compromising attitudes seen among politicians, most of whom are reluctant to challenge powerful adversaries or do only so with empty words. While his re-election campaign is still a while off, during a question and answer session near the end of his visit, Santos foreshadowed an anti-CCP focus. I'm going to put together the most of the agenda of my former campaign, and I'm now moving forward. It's going to be continuously on that. But now I'm going to embrace bigger missions such as ending communism in the world, such as standing to a foreign foe and not backing down as Americans, and putting legislation forward to stop America from funding communist regimes around the world. Because if we stop feeding it and funding it and financing it, it dies. Communists only thrive if we pay for it. I couldn't agree more. Let's go, Blue. Good to see you, man. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Bank's open. Let's go. How are we looking? Let's start with the S&P 500. S&P 500 is in the red, it looks like. Yes, barely. Nothing crazy, but we are coming down by the second. So S&P's in the red, gold's in the green, Bitcoin's in the green. US dollars dropping. US oil should be going up. Yep, US oil is going up. NASDAQ should be down. NASDAQ is down. Dow Jones is up. Let's take a look at our precious bank stocks now that the markets are open. Comerica Bank was scheduled to open up. It did, and it is. Comerica Bank is up. First Horizon Bank is already coming down. Dutchess Bank's in the green. Bancorp is in the green. PNC Bank is in the red. PacWest Bancorp is in the red. First Alliance is in the red. Metropolitan Bank is in the red. Home Street's in the green, though. Home Street's in the green after coming down 52.5%. Home Street's down more than that, aren't they? Oh, yeah, 91. My bad. I don't know what I was seeing. I was seeing this 52. I was like, Home Street's down way more than that. Home Street's rallying after losing 91% of its value. She gone. KeyCorp down and down again. Wow, if we have another day of bank collapses, man. Old Point Finance, only down 51%. It's in the green. This Embassy Bank, they're delayed by 15 minutes, so we won't get a reading for another 10 minutes on that one. First Internet Bank Corp is also in the red, down 80%. Zion Bank's doing a little rally after coming down 5%. That's the best rally out of any bank stock yet. Pathfinder Bank is also rallying. Oh, nope. It's just dead even. Sequena, this one's interesting. I don't know if we got a reading. Is that today? No, so this one's still showing us. These are the ones that have the D over here on the screen are delayed for 15 minutes. So we probably won't see an open on this one for, gosh, probably another 15 minutes, at least 10 minutes, maybe 9 minutes now. First Foundation Bank is green. Southern First Bank is green. Huntington Bank is also down. Republic First Bank Corp is down 94%. And in the red today. And US Bank Corp is down as well. Vivek is a good dude. He's a smart dude. He really is. I just can't tell if he's, seeing those posts about what he was talking about with the mRNA stuff before. I don't know how I feel about that. It's chilly down here this morning. It's getting to the back, be that t-shirt weather. CCP works for Satan. Couldn't agree more. Lou, how many days we got, homie? About, what is that, 9 days? 9 days before we get to relax. Let's hope that doesn't turn into the next Las Vegas, EDC chaos. What else we got? Gold's pumping up this morning. Bitcoin is down today, but has been coming back over the last hour, I believe. Yes. Not looking too good no matter how you look at it. 9 days, baby. The charts are lying to me. Huntington Bank back up 2.3%. Let's go. Huntington Bank. Let's take a look. Huntington Bank back up 2%. Oh, because it opened up. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Yeah. From where it closed, it opened up, but it's coming down today. What about ABT? Let's take a look at ABT. I didn't have that one on here. I'll add it. Yeah, if you guys got any banks that weren't on that list, let me know. Is that ticker? What country is that in? Is that in the USA? BTC, NFTs, Ordinal, or NXT Peppy? BTC has NFTs coming? How the hell is that possible? Is that on Stacks blockchain or something? I use US Bank. Going to the bank today. Yeah, US banks, I don't think they were getting hit too bad, were they? The only thing I see is I don't see anything for ABT Standard Bank. Not in the USA markets anyways. The only thing I see is over here is Standard SA. Yeah, I don't see anything else in USA markets. Yeah, that's all I see over here in USA. BSAC, Banco, Chile, Brazil, SA. Yeah, I don't see anything over here. Sorry, Annette. I would have pulled it up for you if I could find it. Kind of jumped the gun on that one. No, it technically it did open up almost 2.5% from where it closed. It definitely opened up 2.5% from where it closed. It did. You're right on that. Yeah, 2.58% almost. 2.3, close enough. Yeah. So yeah, technically it is up from where it closed. You're right on that. Pinnacle Bank just finally gave us our first print. It's just about even. Sequena, if I'm saying that right. Dow rises slightly to start this week as banks gain. Jim Cramer.
Or the advent of the PC.
I just got the internet. Wow.
We were mentioning Paramount, and Disney is leading the Dow back to 103 now. Morgan Stanley goes to 120, and of course, they report on Wednesday.
I found the Swinburne note more painful. When Charles Stones said, I was just praying that there be no one who says anything before Iger speaks, because Iger, this note that's moving it is basically saying, look, there's going to be some positive things that are cost cut. Cost cut is not what we want. We want revenue growth. Yeah. And we don't want cost cut. By the way, speaking of revenue growth, Jason Robbins from DraftKings assures me that he wants the government to, he's asking the government to be allowed to make a book on, say, the debt ceiling, but they don't have approval. What are you,
what are you wasting time with that stuff? You got so much to do. Really? You're going to talk to DraftKings about making book on the debt ceiling? Is that really something you should be doing?
Well,
Focus on your land in New Mexico, will you, please? It's sold. Because it's not going to Disney.
It turns out that land has a huge amount of oil on it. I don't know if you heard Coterra
is there going to be a
talk
Disney
about New
attraction
Mexico.
where you can drill a well?
I have the option. I have 300,000 acres. It turned out, David, it's not.
A man named Jim.
It is natural gas, liquid, and oil. So I've had it with you. And by the way, I'm done. And I've actually finished.
That's it? You're done.
Here.
That's all it took?
David, I have over $100 million worth of natural gas, liquids, and oil there. Why am I doing this nonsense?
You've never walked out on us before the
Well,
night.
I ask myself that question every day. Why
I was insulted. I got to Jason Robb. I thought that was good. I killed the Estee Lauder.
Yeah.
I killed.
You did. You did a good job reporting. You did a good job.
Before you go, one last thing. Americans up 4%. JP Morgan says they're doing a good job paying down debt. In fact, it's these legacies they say have finally won the war against the discounters.
Well, when I met with them, they were adamant that there's something I was saying, which is that the first 5 rows were business and they don't have those anymore. And they said, that's just like the individuals are paying the same rates that the businesses used to, so drop that rap.
Look how they frame that right there on there. Bitcoin hits lowest levels since late April. Bitcoin hits lowest levels since last week. Like they try to frame that to make that look so bad. Buffering.
That cyber issue may have not made 552,000 subs they lost. That was more than had been anticipated.
Did they tell people?
They did have modest.
Did they tell people not to take it?
I don't know. They did have a more modest free cash flow burn. Because remember, they're spending a lot to try to create a nationwide 5G wireless network. Remember, that was the play here. All the spectrum they bought.
That?
Yeah.
Comcast had a very dismissive note.
And Jim and Carl, the key here, like with so many companies in this market that have a lot of debt, is how are you going to roll over $21 billion of existing debt? This is Credit Suisse writing this, when the debt markets appear to have lost confidence in the company and its bonds yield 15% or more. So we do keep an eye on this in part because it does trade now, not on equity value, but on debt and on the whims of the credit markets to a certain extent, And so when you get that regional bank concern, this stock goes down, as it had been recently. But now we have earnings as well, which, again, free cash flow is a little better. Subscriber loss is a little worse.
I thought, by the way, when I went over the Comcast conference call again when I compared it to the Paramount, and I'll tell you what's interesting. Paramount was far more bullish about their business than Comcast was. Go back over what Bob Bakish said, CEO of Paramount. It read like all the good things you heard about First Republic.
Paramount shares have actually now turned around. Well, to your point, and again, we've made this point, Comcast, which had a very strong quarter, free cash flow wise, did lose 600.
Did he just say Paramount stock turned around?
But and then you have another 552,000 lost here by Dish. I mean, pretty soon you're talking big numbers.
Yeah,
that's a quarter.
You're talking very big numbers. And I found that the only one, and we barely talked about it. The only one that's been able to pull this thing off and was Zaslav. The numbers were good there. That'd be break even.
Getting a break even in direct to consumer.
We didn't talk nearly enough about how good that quarter was.
It wasn't a bad quarter. It didn't get a great reception in the marketplace.
No, but that's because they didn't bother to read.
It's a lot of back end free cash flow they have to generate.
Why not? They have 50 million, but they
got 50 billion in debt. Yeah.
Well, but
by the way, on that point, Dish is 8 times. I mean, its EBITDA to debt is something like 8.1 times right now. That's not good.
No, but I like, there are people who constantly say, and David, could you please just end this right now, that there's talks between, that Comcast is going to merge with Warner Brothers Discovery. It's a more trust issue.
Well, first of all, you got to wait another year. You don't have to. It's the tax implications, as some would tell you could move if you wanted to. Others say you have to wait 2 full years from spin. So that we're still got plenty of time.
I can speculate on anything.
Yeah.
I mean, you want me to speculate on things?
Sure.
I'd rather not.
No,
you see, because I believe that when you do that, it tends to get people to buy things, and then I have a responsibility to not have people buy something on rumor. Right?
Yeah, right. At some point, consolidation may come. I don't know when that point will be.
Right.
Let's take a look at bonds this morning with the Dow going red rather quickly here. 2 years still just south of 4. We'll see what the loan officer survey tells us about Q1 at 2 p.m. Eastern time this afternoon. And by the way, don't forget you can always check in on the CNBC Investing Club with Jim. You can use the QR code on your screen. We're back in just a moment. Don't go anywhere.
Damn, two-year bonds are above the 30-year bond. That ain't good. That ain't never gonna be good. Hold on, I messed something up. Y'all. DGen says, smash that like squad. I appreciate it. Yeah, Blue, how's US Bank doing? Let's take a look at these banks one more time. Wow, Comerica's getting rocked. Look at that one. Whoa, Comerica down 7% since open. 7% in Comerica Bank. Wow. That's a good one. That's a good one to tweet about. Comerica Bank stocks tanked down 7.1%. Bank crisis. That ain't gonna be good. Smacked my bank account down 95%. Did you drain your bank account down, Paul? Good for you. Good for you, man. That's the way to do it. Get your money out of these banks before these suckers steal it all from us. I would only leave 1 month worth of money in the bank, and I would have it in some type of bank that I felt like I could trust. Not in one of these small ones, that's for sure. Not in my local credit union. I mean, I guess I would just be looking at the charts if my bank wasn't down. Look at First Horizon Bank coming down again now. First Horizon Bank is down another 5% on the day. 2 hours in the last hour, in the last 20 minutes. Duchess Bank coming down again as well. Duchess Bank is down. It's like 1.3%. Bank of America came up a little bit. PNC Bank today down 2.6% already. PacWest is opened up good above. Oh my gosh, PacWest is down another 10% already today. No, I don't think she is. D-Gen, I don't think she is. I think Megyn Kelly has fully been red-pilled. I don't think she's been black-pilled yet, but she's definitely got the red pill going on. D-Gen, will you send me a video of that so I can see? Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, y'all. That ain't good for these people. Ain't good at all. Ain't good at all. All right, I probably got to run soon. I got to run in about 7 minutes, so I only got a few more minutes to hang out with y'all. Let's see, Western Alliance Bancorp. Not good, not good. I don't ever put that over here. Why don't I ever put this over here? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, swing over to the LFA channel and show them some love. We got Jeremy Harold over there live right now with we got Rise Up. Get your daily dose of God in the morning with Jeremy Harold over on LFA TV, exclusively on Rumble. We have Sean Farash and Ungoverned. It's going to be an awesome show over there today. I know Sean's got some Trump impersonations. He's the best. And then at 11 p.m., we got Live from America with Jeremy Harold. 12 p.m., Unafraid with Mike Crispy. 1 p.m., we have Loud Majority with Kevin Smith. At 2 p.m., Matter of Fact, yours truly. 3 p.m., Anna Wrong Think. 4 p.m., Isabella and Moody with Isabella. 5 p.m., Jeremy Harold, Live from America. At 6 p.m., Culture Wars and Will Johnson. Come over there and show us some love on the LFA channel today, folks. It's going to be a good show. They lost their audience. Not Mike Mining KDA says, Megan just mad. She is just another Glenn Beck who were all making fun of Trump and now jumped on the bandwagon for their mighty dollar. They lost their audience and money. So next thing you know, they all love Trump. LOL. Yep. You know, it's sad to say, but hey, Mike, we need him, man. We need him. You know, for whatever they did in the past, if they're on the Trump train right now, we need them. So if they're exposing the deep state, we need them. Unfortunately, you know, like even looking at Tucker Carlson saying like, I'm sorry, you know, I didn't know. What is the stock price? T-Dot, I'll check it out for you right now. Red pill is like when you've woken up and you've understood that like the Democrats are the problem. You take the red pill, you're full on, you start to consider yourself a Republican, and you vote straight Republican up and down the ballot, no matter what, really. You're just never going to vote for a Democrat. You start to, your eyes are open. And then black pilling is when you realize that both sides are rotten and corrupt to the core, and that less government is the ultimate goal. Both sides are rotten, and we need full transparency. I guess black pill would be more so America first. Like, we're done letting these politicians rob us blind. We see exactly what they're doing. We know that they don't do what's best for Americans anymore. They don't do what's best for the voters. They do what's best for their special interests, and they're willing to lie, cheat, and steal, and do anything or say anything to get elected. And then once they get into power, they do whatever they want. They don't do what's best for the people. Metropolitan Bank. So what is that? Trulant Federal Credit Union stock. Let's take a look. T-Dot. You by chance got the ticker to that? Is that a publicly traded company, T-Dot? They've only made one investment, so... I'm not seeing anything, T-Dot. Keep up the great work. Mike Mining KDA, my man. Appreciate you, homie. Says, keep up the great work on here and Rumble. Much respect, Mike. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for the support. And big shout out to Rick. Thank you for all those super chats yesterday, Rick. I appreciate that big time, man. May not be publicly traded. Yeah, if it's not publicly traded, I don't think I'm going to be able to pull it up on here. Let's try it one more time. No, it doesn't look like it, T-Dot. I don't know if it's not publicly traded. Amount 50 million. Undisclosed investors. Credit union last funded round was a debt for 50 million. So they don't have a huge balance anyways. Let's say they were only funded. They raised 50 million to launch. Yeah, I don't think it is down here. I don't think it's publicly traded. Probably a good thing if it's not publicly traded. You might be safe on that one. Because if they got a publicly traded, the problem with this is all these banks, their stocks, their assets are publicly traded. And then they do buybacks to pump up the price so investors get more money. And the CEO, if your bank stock's going down, and it's losing value and you're not paying dividends or investors aren't making money, they're less likely to hold your stock. So what these corporations do is they have a great quarter and then they use their financing and funding to buy back their own shares. And they buy back more and more and more and more of their shares, which drives the price of the stock up. It's not because people think Paramount Global is a great investment. It's very, very possible that they just see that, obviously not Paramount. I could use a different bank. Let's just say SVB Bank. They buy back all their stocks, which keeps the price up until they run out of money. And when they can't run out of money and they need to start paying off debt, what do they have to do? They have to start selling those assets. So they're selling assets, trying to cover liabilities and try to cover their losses. And it's a huge bank sell-off because they're the only one. They're the majority shareholders. So then you have retail investors, the few that are left, selling at the same time that you have them selling, and your bank goes 95% off. And then once your bank stock gets so low and you can't sell any more assets to cover your debt, your bank collapses. Any one of these banks that's 90% off right now is just a dumpster fire waiting to happen. I would say any of these banks that are 50, 60, 70% off are just a dumpster fire waiting to happen. Metropolitan Bank down 87.95%. Home Street's up a tad bit. Key Corp's up a tad bit. Oh, that's a 3-day. My bad. It's not up a little bit. My bad. Definitely not up. Sorry, guys. They're definitely not up. They're down. Home Street, again, 91%. Like, how is this bank even operating? How are they covering expenses? They can't be covering expenses. But it's 10 a.m., guys. I got to run. I got to be over on LFA TV at 2 p.m., so I got to get ready for my show. Love y'all. Have a great morning, squad. Thank you all for the likes buttons. Mike Mining KDA, Crypto Rick, thank you so much for the super chats. I appreciate it. Yeah, Shorty Nuts says wait for commercial real estate to drop. Karen, thank you so much. Love you too. Yep, get out there. Ryan, got a referral code for MEXC? I'm about to. I do. Yes, I do. Pac-Man, right at the very top, my man. I got all my crypto links pinned up there. If you just come up the top of the chat, hit the live chat, hit the link tree right there at the top is my MEXC exchange account. I appreciate that. I appreciate that big time. It helps me out a lot. Thank you guys. Next bull run, we'll do some really stellar stuff for you guys and giveaways with all the MEXC affiliates I get. So thank you guys. Appreciate it big time. Love y'all. Trade safe out there, squad. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace. Swing over to the LFA channel right now on Rumble. Let me get you that link first. Get the LFA Rumble link over here and show it for everybody. I need to put it in my link tree anyway, so perfect. Sean Farash's show is off the hook, man. And he's on right now. I know he is, so. Yeah, he is. Sean Ungoverned right now. Swing over there, show Sean and the LFA family some love. Here's the link to his show. I'll swing over there and jump in the live chat and chat with you guys and watch his show for a little bit while I'm doing research. So appreciate you. We're going to be doing a good show. We're going to be diving deep down the Texas shooter rabbit hole on LFA at 2 p.m. On matter of fact, we're going to be talking about global warming and climate change and how independent research facilities and groups now are re-drilling their own holes in the ice and they're measuring their own temperature of the ice. And the world is cooling right now. Global warming is not happening. And then we're going to talk about how much carbon monoxide and CO2 trees consume. How many trees are on the planet versus how much CO2 is being emitted in the air. The trees that are still on this earth have the ability to suck up all of that CO2 that we are producing. Global warming is a giant Ponzi scheme. We're going to prove it today. Love you guys. Can't wait to see you at 2 p.m. Peace.